What's up, guys? Back in today with more One Punch Man Season 3, this time with Episode 7. It was a fun episode last week. On that topic, I did see that last episode was, I think, the lowest rated episode ever in anime on a few websites, and I just find that incredible. I think last episode was one of the best of this season. Funny enough, one of the reasons for that is because there wasn't as much action, so there wasn't as much to kind of pick apart in that regard. I think the previous couple episodes before this one were actually worse because they were such action-heavy episodes. But as I always say, that kind of goes in line with the majority of your standard anime fan nowadays being solo leveling is massively popular, and that kind of is an example of the standard kind of generic anime fan now. They much more prefer the action side of things. So I think a lot of people were probably bored last week, but I really enjoyed a lot of the banter. It was pretty much just a meeting episode, which I haven't enjoyed in shows like Slime Tataken. I remember season 3 especially, I was getting really bored of the just amount of meetings, and they could have just summed things up a lot quicker. Whereas in this show, I actually really like the personalities and the characters, so seeing them kind of bounce off each other was really fun. And I just have got no idea how last episode ended up being the worst rated episode ever. I've probably seen hundreds of worse episodes of anime just on my channel. So that just seems absolutely crazy for me. Although I do appreciate in one regard, it is getting that message across to the studio and the people behind this, hopefully, that like do better, like put more money into it, put more time and work into it, because they had 6 years. It was like 6 or 7 years since the last season, and you'd think with such a popular IP they would work more on it, but it's one of those things where, like FIFA and Madden and EA, they feel like they can get away with doing less just because they know it'll be popular. So yeah, in one way I'm absolutely dumbfounded. Sorry, I just want to pause because I am still yapping a bit. I don't want to miss anything. So yeah, in one way I'm dumbfounded at the fact that this, of all things, I mean, I probably saw 3 or 4 worse episodes just last week of anime. Yeah, in one way I'm dumbfounded. In another way, again, I kind of appreciate the effort people are going to send that message. Whether that's the way to send the message, I'm not sure, because evidently people are still watching the show. People are still tuning in, which for the big companies, I'd assume that means, oh look, people are still watching. The numbers are still high in that regard, so we'll keep doing it the way we're doing it. Maybe it takes people to stop watching it to actually, and not even do the ratings to actually like get the point across to the company. Either way, I'm still kind of enjoying this season. I know the production is nowhere near as good as season 1, but again, I'm enjoying this for the characters, the voice acting, and I like the story. I like how the author does his work, even if the adaptation is not all that great. The greatness of his work does shine through for me. It's kind of like, did you even actually really like One Punch Man? If you're voting last episode as the worst ever, especially in this series, there's been worse episodes this season, 100%. Do you actually like One Punch Man? Because, or do you just like the action from season 1? Do you just like the fight scenes? I think they're 2 different things, aren't they? I feel like if you actually like the characters of One Punch Man and the story, you would have voted other episodes this season to be worse. No? Okay, here's that guy. This little thing ends up being this like demon level monster now. I think Tatsumaki especially last week was pretty fantastic. Can't wait to see it in action. Oh, this guy's about to get destroyed, isn't he? Look at her. But yeah, as I was saying, like the average anime fan does seem to just care about looks and action, which is kind of depressing, to be honest with you. That's clearly not the case when you have things like Frieren and such, which do look fantastic, but are very much more character and story based. Like there are exceptions, thank God, but again, it does seem like the massively popular stuff is that kind of solo leveling, just brainless action because it looks nice. It's incredibly popular, and there's no other reason. Like, would it be so great if it had this animation? Guaranteed not. Guaranteed. And to be honest, I kind of started out in that way. I can't lie. I mean, I still like Demon Slayer, but that was like I remember watching the first season and being like incredibly impressed. And on an animation front, it has still been incredibly impressive. But that was like one of my favorite anime at that time, purely because of the way it looked. But over time, my things have kind of changed to a lot of the stuff that impacts me the most has become my favorite, not just the best looking stuff. I can appreciate good looking anime, of course, but that's not the most important thing to me. Whereas, again, that seems like it is to the general fan now. I did see some comparisons with Genos's fucking new upgrade, and my god, the difference is night and day with that. Like, it did look crap. Genos's new upgrades look absolutely probably some of the worst looking things in the season were those upgrades to Genos. He looked like a kid's toy. Actually, kids' toys look better than that. That's actually doing a bit of a disservice. Fuck you. You didn't listen to her during the meeting. Why should she? Hey, who even are those guys? Super Alloy Blackman. Oh, look who it is. Like he's all right. Okay. I mean that there is already more than I expected from my mask. Catching that rock. He has got a bit more to him than I thought. Oh, you bugs are about to get swept up. Who is this guy? looks like that guy from Devil May Cry 4, is it? The fourth one? Might be a third one, I forget. A fucking annoying ass Joker with those horrible ball battle fucking, which are quite easy to start with. Then there's just like an incredibly difficult one in that game. Bro's got a, see this guy's head? This guy's got a forest on his head. Of course he can. Okay, the narcissist. You know what? Yeah, yeah. Do you know what? That checks out that these two would be rivals. This guy looks straight out of Mob Psycho, doesn't he? Same author, of course, but like, there's a few characters in Mob Psycho that look like this guy. Star power. So this guy, I said this last week, but he looks like a lot like one of those demons that we saw practicing fighting. Probably wrong about this, but I feel like he's undercover. It's very easy, hasn't it? Well, yeah. If the A's weren't around, the B's would be. If the B's weren't around, the C's would be. So that says nothing, my dude. That says absolutely nothing. Oh, it's a karambit knife. Okay, let's see what this girl's got. She's got a whole slot in the opening, so she's a baton racer. 71, by the way. Even though there were 71 heroes in the A class. Oh, she's just like Miss Olympics. She can just do anything. Why does it have a handle? No, it's turned into a hammer. Jesus. So she's quite good, isn't she? Oh my god, watermelon demons. You would just take a bite though, right? Especially there. Just give it. Reminds me of that thing where people like squish watermelons between their thighs. I don't think myself up too much, but I got pretty big legs, so I don't think I could do that. But I think I'd give it a good. I think I'd give it a good effort. ESP. So is this guy just is he just got nothing then? Is he just like, remember when you were a kid and you'd like try and like move something with like the force? It's just who he is. Okay. Maybe his ability is actually incredible luck. Where because he's put himself in such a vulnerable position, his incredible luck comes out on top every time. So he is actually maybe stronger than C2. Usual content. What's she got? Shot put. I always used to feel really awkward when we used to do that. A weird technique, isn't it? Absolutely flung him up. Yeah, it's a strange technique, isn't it? Well, these guys all quite like fit in together, don't they? Quite a good little group. This guy loves his ranking, doesn't he? So we just cover this dude in season 2. $69. Tatenesu. Threat level. This guy's level demon? Maybe the guy that's fighting Tatsumaki is actually Dragon then. Oh, Atomic Samurai. Let's go. The classic Japanese soundtrack has come in. he looks goddamn fucking offended right here. How fucking dare you? Oh, he's about to just get a one shot right here, isn't he? Yeah, the classic. Talk about DMC earlier. That's some fucking Virgil shit right there. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. You're already dead. My pride. I was trained. Is that his old training arc, and you're embarrassing him like this? Damn. I gotta say, there's an archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh that's called Dino Wrestler, and that was always a pretty fun archetype. I thought not very good, but they had one good card. But toothpick. Fucking hell, Atomic Samurai. Mogging everyone right now. Absolutely mogged. Fine. Oh, Flashy Flash. This is a character I'm really excited for. Just the nature of him. Feels like he's probably going to be one of my favourite heroes going forward. Just run. Just run through them. Those fucking pig gods just eating them. Joke's on you, I like it. Joke's on you, I'm into this shit, demon. Put in a trash bag. Oh, now she's mogging. That pose. That's so unnecessary. That's so unnecessary. Jojo's ass fucking. Oh, look at you. Bag of tricks. So honestly, I never really saw much from that kid, but it didn't strike me as being able to ever like do anything. He was just like an incredibly. I thought he was just like the brains of the operation, if you know what I'm saying. Like his brain was that strong. It looks like he's got some kind of fighting capabilities as well. Oh, we're finally about to see Black Sperm. The massively hyped up Black Sperm. Hyped up by me, that is. Been looking forward to see that guy. How did he get in there? Oh, people are going to be absolutely pissed that Monster King Orochi is not moving in the background there, aren't they? I already know. It's going to go viral. Look at this. It doesn't move when it's a shot in the background. Oh no, these guys are quite cute. Just gonna give him a cube of monsters. Fuck off. Did you hear that sound effect? I sound like I took a bite out of an apple. There's no way that would make any sound effects. They were that small. And he's like chewing them? You wouldn't even need to chew them. This is questionable. Like, why is he? What's there to chew? Like, let's use me as an example. Those monsters would be a bite that big for me. I wouldn't chew that. Yeah, that's the guy to be most afraid of. Like, getting killed is one thing. Getting eaten alive by this guy, fuck that. Fuck that. Big God, honestly, might be one of the scariest heroes. He's probably one of the most probably one of the most villainous heroes in a way as well. Just the way he eats his opponents is like that's something a villain would do. Like, surprisingly, is a hero actually, isn't it? Also, not a great role model. Not a great role model either. But yeah, fun episode today. Fun episode. Like, I won't say it every time because everybody just knows by now the animation is not fantastic, but what we did get today I thought was pretty fun. Seeing a bunch of new characters unleash their abilities. Again, the most questionable thing is honestly that end sequence. Like, why was there a chomping sound effect, and why was he chewing the smallest bite you've ever seen in your life? Pretty little thing to take note of, yes, but like that was quite strange. Probably should have just had like the sound effect of swallowing, just the gulp sound effect. It's one of those little things of just like a little change there could have made that sequence not stand out as much as weird. They went too far. They put too many sound effects on that. That was very easy, wasn't it? But now they're going to have some desperate ass monsters coming after them after that little end sequence. Yeah, this is when the real shit starts. Ninja Tail. Oh, we're going to see more. Well, that either means we're going to see more Flashy Flash, which is going to be fantastic. As you guys know, again, he's been one of my most anticipated characters this season. Or we're going to see Speed of Sound Sonic, who we haven't seen since he was taking a shit. Like a fair few episodes back. But yeah, thank you guys for watching again. Fun episode today. Really enjoyed this one. Again, in general, I've just been enjoying the season. Again, I say this every week, but it's brought up by everybody every week, so I have to keep saying it. I don't really mind that the animation doesn't look fantastic because again, these kind of character moments, they do stand out to me, even though they don't look great. And like, if this is the worst looking show you've ever seen, you really kind of seen too many shows because I've never watched anything truly spectacularly bad. There's that anime X Arm that people talk about a lot. I haven't seen that. I do need to check it out. But and I've seen a few animations from that. I've seen a few like things from the. I haven't watched it fully, but I've seen a few like scenes from the Berserk anime that came out like 10 years ago, and that looks crap. But I've seen much worse looking stuff than this. I think the point is that people don't want like their favorite or an IP that should be getting a great adaptation like Solo Leveling. If this had Solo Leveling's adaptation, then things would be going crazy. So I think it's like the difference of how popular the IP is versus the. Oh my god! What's this? What is that on the right of him? That looks like it's just been copied and pasted there. What the hell? Oh, is that like text? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that looked weird. I guess that's what happens when you pause on the stuff, isn't it? That's what happens when you take shots out of context. Also, I imagine that was meant to be some fan service right there. Yeah, that's what happens when you see these clips of the show and such, and oh my god, that's absolute trash. Like I could have just paused that and been like, what is this terrible effect on the side here? But it's actually like some dialogue coming in. Well, what the point I was saying was, but yeah, it's just like it's so easy for me to look past animation. It doesn't look that bad. I've seen plenty of worse looking shows than this. And again, I enjoyed this one. It's just annoying I got to talk about that every week because I see the only reception I ever see to this show is negativity. I haven't seen one person comment anything positive. It seems like it's just me that's got anything decent to say about this season. So yeah, it's just like yeah, I got to bring it up. But as I said, really fun episode today. Got a little taste of a lot of the SCAR series, some of which we haven't seen before. I don't think we've seen too much, if any, Flashy Flash. I will say the Tatsumaki stuff, I was hoping to be a little bit more impressive. Like the wind didn't look, like the tornado didn't look too great, especially compared to the other characters. Like I was hoping for her to be the standout action scene, but she wasn't, which kind of is a shame. But otherwise, everybody got their chance to shine, and everyone had a good time. Not sure that'll be the case going forward. I think a few of these guys might end up seeing getting absolutely decimated. So let's enjoy them while we can. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Again, I had quite a bit of fun in today's episode. I said that last week, so this one will probably be rated even lower. Leave a like on the video if you guys like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions though. And I'll catch you guys with episode 8.